Hey everyone, it's Mr. Robinson here. Welcome to my first Q&A video. I've been thinking about doing a Q&A video for some time, and though I'm not as popular as, say, Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Jahns, Tom Channelbash, the other more famous YouTube film critics, I thought this would be a good start. So, I actually, throughout my Twitter and Facebook accounts, I've been asking people, hey, ask me a question. It doesn't have to be just movie related, it can be anything, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. And surprisingly, I did get some questions on my Facebook page, The Cinemas with Mr. Robinson, but they're all movie related, which is fine, but I'm happy that I got some questions at all. And let me pull up the questions and we can get started. Alright, first question comes from Liz Walker, who writes, what is the best movie that your filmmaker father turned you on to, and how old were you when you saw it? Well, I don't remember how old I was when I saw it, probably 13, 12, but it was Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. This was at a point in my life where I was in an anti-old movie phase. I didn't like watching anything old, and yeah, this was actually my first exposure to Alfred Hitchcock also. I knew about him via the stabbing psycho shower scene, but that was about it, and his trademark silhouette. But I never actually saw one of his movies, and Rear Window was the first one that I got exposed to, and at the time I thought it was good. But the older I got, the more I really fell in love with it. It's my favorite Hitchcock movie, and I even wrote a 7 or 8 page paper about it for one of my college courses here at UC Santa Cruz, so you can tell I really do love that movie. And I guess the other follow-up question that some people are wondering is, filmmaker father, huh? My dad is James F. Robinson, who directed this small independent film from 1998, Still Breathing, starring Brendan Fraser and Joanna Going. This was Brendan Fraser before The Mummy. And it's a good movie, if you can find it somewhere. I think it's on YouTube. You should definitely watch it. It's enjoyable, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by it. Okay, next question from Liz Walker again, who writes, what pre-90s movie do you think is the most overrated? Honestly, nothing's coming to mind right now. I can't think of any movie made before the 1990s that I find to be overrated. So, sorry I can't answer that, but what do you think is a very overrated movie before the 90s? Okay, last question. This is going to be a short Q&A. This comes from Rachel Hoffman, who writes, what means the most in the making of a good movie, the writing or the direction? I'd say the direction, because not every script is going to be perfect. Obviously, you have to have good characters, good dialogue, and good storytelling. And that's my Twitter. Screw you. Yeah, it's Twitter on my phone. But there are going to be little details in the script that you kind of think to yourself, wait a minute. Like, the one movie I go to for this is, well, actually 2 movies, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, and The Avengers. When you watch Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, the scene when Tom Cruise is scaling the building in Dubai, he's climbing on the side of the building, and there are people probably in their rooms watching him just climb up outside their window, and that's something you don't think, because Brad Bird directed that movie so well that it just kind of goes over your head. You don't think about it. With The Avengers, the scene during the Battle of New York where Black Widow latches onto a Chitauri airspeeder in midair, she's not a god. She's not a super soldier. She's not an enormous green rage monster, and she's not a big man in a suit of armor who happens to be a genius billionaire playboy philanthropist. She's just a human being. So, logically, you think her arm should have been ripped out of her sockets. But in a world with all that kind of stuff, and the fact that Joss Whedon made the movie so well, and the rest of the script is good, you don't think about that stuff. Now, in a position where direction can make the script stand out that much more, is Transformers 2, or any of the Michael Bay Transformers. I won't go into full detail about this because I don't want to talk about these movies until Age of Extinction comes out, but when you watch Transformers 2, there are points in the movie where Michael Bay's direction is just so shitty that stuff in the script just sticks out that much more, and just overall you're forced to pay more attention to the bad things because Michael Bay cannot distract you from all the crappiness in those movies. I might go into detail about those later, but maybe closer to the release of Transformers 4, but that's my take. I think the direction is better because you can get a crappy script and put your all into it to make it a decent movie. And that's my thoughts on that. And yeah, that's all for this Q&A video. If you'd like to ask me a question, just leave a comment in the comment box or reach me on Twitter and Facebook. Submit a question and I'll answer it. And again, it doesn't have to be movies. Just because the channel's name is The Cinemas with Mr. Robinson, ask me anything you want, whether it's TV, video games, or something going on in the real world. Just nothing involving my personal life, because I will not answer those. But also, subscribe to my channel for more stuff in the future, reviews, Q&As, some special videos, and some future stuff I have planned. Also, you can check out my other channel, AlexG8462. Also, follow me on Twitter at AlexG8462. Follow me on Instagram at TheRealMrRobinson. And go like my Facebook page, /The Cinemas with Mr. Robinson. Share me with your friends and tell them about me. And remember to know it before you see it. This has been The Cinemas with Mr. Robinson, and I'll see you guys later.